Good morning, children. Our today's topic is adaptation. So, what is adaptation? That means the organism are having many alternatives by which a organism can survive or can cope up with the extreme environmental condition. That means actually it is the response of the organism in the form of physiological adjustment or behavioral adjustment. Behavioral adjustment means migrating from the stressful condition to the less stressful condition. Exact definition of adaptation is that adaptation is actually an attribute of the organism that is in the form of morphology, physiology, or behavioral adaptations, which enables the organism to survive and reproduce in its habitat. Okay, that means there are three types of adaptations which we are going to discuss in this topic: morphological, physiological, and behavioral. But here they have not categorized. I am keep telling you one by one. Here they have taken up one example of kangaroo. This is an example of physiological adaptation. Question is that how kangaroos can adapt to the scarcity of water. So that here the answer is that kangaroo, this is the rat North American deserts, the kangaroo rat in the North American desert. Actually they are capable of meeting their requirement of water by their internal oxidation of fat, by which water is produced as a byproduct. So this is one of the adaptation of kangaroo as a physiological adaptation. Another adaptation is that they concentrate their urine so that very less loss of water in the form of excretory product takes place from their body. So this is one of the physiological adaptation of kangaroo. Example of physiological adaptation. Now here it is coming the morphological adaptation in case of plants, that in deserts plants they have the deeply seated stomatas which are called as sunken stomata number 1, and their leaves are actually covered by thick cuticle number 2. Number 3, they have photosynthetic pathway, that is CAM pathway, in which stomata remain closed at daytime. So minimal loss of water takes place by the process of transpiration. Their leaves are reduced to spine, or very less and small size leaves are there, and they also reduce to spine. Number 1, they have the flattened type of stem in which the water is stored, and those are fleshy and water stored stem and also perform the process of photosynthesis. So all of these are morphological adaptations of desert plants. Sunken stomatas and other adaptation, leaves is reduced to spines and the stem is fleshy and storing of water performing photosynthesis. Now here coming another example of morphological adaptation in case of animals. This is called as Allen's rule. In case of mammals, those who are surviving in the extreme condition of poles, so that to lose minimal heat from their body, their ears are very small in size. This is called as Allen's rule. Very small, shorter ears and limbs to minimize the heat loss from their body. Similarly, the whales are having the thicker blubber fat layer which acts as an insulate and reduce the loss of body heat. So these two are morphological adaptation in case of animals and in mammals. Now the fourth adaptation, which is come under the category of physiological adaptation again. At high altitudes, that means at mountains at peak, like example they have taken up the Rotang Pass and Mansarovar and China Peak and like that. So we experience nausea, fatigue and heart palpitation. This is actually called as altitude sickness or mountain sickness. It is actually due to the less availability of oxygen there. But after some time we stop experiencing the altitude sickness because body get acclimatized to those conditions. How do this physiological adaptation means occurs, or you can say how do we stop experiencing altitude sickness? Because in the body there is body compensate the low oxygen concentration or availability by increasing red blood cell production, by decreasing the hemoglobin binding with oxygen, and by increasing the breathing rate also. So this is one of the physiological adaptation present at high altitudes. Okay, now here coming one more physiological adaptation which is here given, that man can have to fix its temperature as 37 degrees centigrade. Okay, but some of the organism those who can even survive at 100 degrees centigrade also in hot water springs and in hydrothermal vents. The question is that how are they surviving there? Similar question is here also, that some of the fishes, like they are there in the Antarctic water, so they are surviving at very low temperature below 0 degree. So what is the answer, that how are they managing their body fluids? The answer is that they have heat resistant protein. So again this come under the category of physiological adaptation. Now it is coming here that the large variety of marine habitat, they are feeling the pressure or experiencing the pressure more than 100 times the atmospheric pressure. So how are they surviving to such a great pressure under the depth of the sea? So do they have special enzyme? So organism living to such extreme environmental condition, they are actually fascinating the biochemical adaptation. So this is one of the example of biochemical adaptation. Now here in the last paragraph and last adaptation which is coming is behavioral adaptation. Behavioral adaptation is present in the desert lizards. They cannot keep their body temperature constant like mammals, but they actually perform behavior, they actually show some response behaviorally to keep their body temperature appropriate. So they bask in the sun when the temperature or heat is very less, so they absorb the heat when their body temperature drops below or below the comfort zone. So they bask in the sun to absorb the heat. But when the temperature is high, so that they keep themselves in the shade, but move to the shade when the temperature is high. Similar example is here also, that some of the animals are even having burrowing habit to hide themselves to escape from the ground heat. So these three examples are there in the category of behavioral adaptation. So this is all about morphological, physiological and behavioral adaptation, and thank you.